TalkQuadStudios.com, broadcasting you to the world.
Here we're at Hellview Cemetery. This is the entrance. This is the caretaker. So we're going to go in and take a peek.
All right, yes, we only manifest 6 nights this year, so please come out and enjoy the show. So hopefully we'd like to keep things intimate as well as infernal here.
Exactly.
So enjoy.
That's right.
So,
Okay.
thank you all for getting ready.
All right, let's go in and see.
See you on the other side.
Check this out. Check that out. It's dark in here, folks.
We ain't done with you yet.
Oh, man, that's good. I love that. It smells delicious. Yes.
What are you doing here?
Get on the floor.
Get out!
I said get slow.
Let's go this way. Watch out over here, Joe. Watch your step.
Hello again.
This thing scared me and it's a dummy. Look at this guy.
Welcome to my parlor.
Very cool.
Hi there. Welcome to Hellview.
Just give me Oh man, he got me. Right here, Jim.
Pow! 2 shots and you're dead.
Get up my corridors.
Take me home! Please, take me home.
Look at this guy, Jim.
What are you doing perambulating through my place of work? Get out of my bar!
Go! 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 Oh!
Where are you going, you guys? To
Against the wall. The chair is against the wall. Oh my God, Captain Grimace, that's a loading dock. Containment breach. Containment breach.
Hello. Have you met my sister? She's dead.
Okay, guys, this is Doug Vaters for Vater Entertainment Live, and we have a special show for you tonight. Halloween's coming very soon, and we figured we'd have my good buddy on. So, introduce yourself, guys. I'm gonna put you on right now. Yeah, we have the cast from Hellview Cemetery. So, go ahead, tell everybody what you do and why you do it.
All right. Well, I'm Mark Muncie. I am also known as the caretaker of Hellview Cemetery. It's my home that we haunt every Halloween for charity. This is my. Go ahead, introduce yourself.
I am his eldest daughter, Beth. Fortunately, our actual youngest couldn't be here, but
He sends her regard.
Yeah,
But
who's back there?
Oh, this is the wonderful True Sayans. Go ahead and say hi, True.
Hi, True. All right.
Anyway,
Okay.
She's my surrogate daughter.
And this young lady right here with the werepup, is that what it is?
It's a werepup.
A werepup.
I'm Sally Gage. I've been working with Hellview Cemetery since the beginning, and
Cool.
yeah, and here is Stella,
She's our,
our
newest
spokespup.
addition.
Yeah.
one of the newest additions to the haunt this year.
There you go.
She was there last year, though.
She was there briefly last year.
But we do it for several charities. We do it for the Child's Play charity organization that buys toys and games for children's hospitals.
Right.
And the Florida Bat Conservancy, which helps rescues injured and needy bats, because we have a thing for bats.
Right.
And this year we have another local charity we're also going to be taking donations for, which is called the Kind House, which feeds homeless families.
Okay.
And then that's our charities this year. So we have a local, we have an animal, and we have a national. So for years we've done this. We have several thousand people every year come through the haunt, and make a lot of money for charity. So.
Yeah, let's talk about the Mark Muncie before you got started with this.
Oh no!
Now you have some you have some history with Universal Studios, I hear, right?
Oh,
is that right, Mark?
the haunting started with Halloween Horror Nights working there, but I do have a bit of a history with Universal. Many moons ago, interned on a few wonderful television shows and programming.
Mm-hmm.
Some of the Nickelodeon stuff in the late '80s, early
Superboy.
'90s, and Superboy, Superforce. I was on the second worst television show ever, which was the second season of Superboy. The only worst was first season of Superboy.
Well, I'm going to tell you, I actually got to meet Gil Gerard.
Oh, wonderful man!
Yeah,
He's a good buddy of mine.
Yeah, he's a real nice guy. He really is. And the thing is that we went out. I built 2 robots from Lost in Space. I built a lot of props, and we went to the. I think it was at the Coliseum. Was this particular time downtown, and I had the robot there, and he came up. I also had the little robot there, and so we have a picture of him holding the little robot, and it was so cool. And we became good friends, and I haven't seen him for a little while, but I think he's coming to a show pretty soon.
I believe he's coming to
I'm
America.
Yeah,
correct.
both he and Aaron Gray are coming to a really close show.
That's right.
Yeah.
That's right. He's
But
coming.
they know Sally pretty well from several cons ago.
Yeah, it was a strange thing because, well, as you well know, Gil Gerard is a really nice guy.
He is.
And
Very nice guy.
it was prior to MegaCon becoming such a huge show that it is now.
Mm-hmm.
And it just, I talked to them earlier, and just by chance, it was a slow time, and I hear my name from across the way, and I'm here, Sally, and I turn around, there's Gil Gerard, and he's like, come on over here, I need someone to talk to, come here. So we sat there and we talked, and
Wow.
really nice people, really
They're
good
wonderful
folk.
people.
Yeah,
But,
he is.
yeah, Universal Days. The best thing was working on Super Force. We did a lot of the audio for that. I was interning as an audio guy.
Right.
And Patrick McNee of the Avengers TV show
I know
years
him,
ago.
yes.
He
Nice
did
guy.
a lot of voiceover work for that show because he was the voice of the computer. We Max Headroomed him, so it was all just digital face because that was computer then.
Oh, that's cool.
But he did a lot of voiceover work, so I got to sit in a booth with him a lot, and he would just go off on stories when we weren't actually recording, and I got to hear classic Hollywood and classic British Hollywood and Hammer horror films. He even talked about working with Hitchcock once, and he was just an incredible man to listen to.
That's
a lot
cool.
of fun.
Yeah, suffice it to say that not only the acting bug, but being in touch with a lot of celebrities, which I think all of us have.
Mm-hmm. That's right.
We all, well, Mark and I, started working at Halloween Horror Nights.
Yep, that was what kind of started the haunt. Was we
Yeah.
worked there for a couple years, 96, 97,
Until,
I believe. Yeah, that was 1,000 years ago.
ago.
And we drove all the way up. It was just for a lark. It was for fun. We went up, and
But then children.
then I had 2 daughters and couldn't go late nights driving up to Orlando.
Right.
And then
And
we
that's-
figured we can do this ourselves.
Exactly. So
Right.
we'll build a display.
Right.
And so we threw a Blair Witch display together, this 99, and had the little girls put little bloody handprints on the house and did some stick figures in the yard in a tent. And we did it with that day, I think, right before Halloween.
That's cool.
And people were coming going, oh my gosh, it's so creepy. This is amazing. And we're like, you know what? We did that in 4 hours. Let's see what we can do next year in a day or 2.
Wow.
And then the year after that became, let's see what we can do in a week. Year after that was, we'll actually start building the thing. And the next thing you know, we're building a full walkthrough haunted house.
Oh
Right.
God.
That, like I said, draws tons of people from all around the Bay Area.
Comfortably
And-
thousands.
And some drive a long distance to see us. And it's all free. So you
That's
have to
right.
come see us. It's
Yeah.
free.
That's right. Now, the first time I came, I just couldn't believe it. Because you take your whole home, you do this for charity. And you take your whole home every year, and then when you're done, you pack it in the back.
Yep.
Tell everybody how long it takes to do this.
Oh God.
Well, you
You
don't
know.
actually ever go in the house. That's the secret.
Right.
You walk all
Right.
around the house. The interiors where we have our actors areas for prep and all that.
Right.
But we start in February. We generally only build a couple days a week because most of us have jobs and and lives.
Right.
So if you technically we have about 50 build days, which some of the professional haunts will do that the month before. So we have to do it all year long.
Right.
And we have to build hurricane proof and storm proof. So we have to
That's always fun.
I would like to say resistant.
resist. Yeah, not proof. That's true. That's true. You can't really do that. But we hurricane strap stuff down, and we build with pressure treated wood. It's all through donations and out of pocket for us.
And garbage scavenging.
And garbage scavenging. We
That's
are a
always
very
fun.
green haunt, as we like to say.
Very
Yes.
green hot. There
Thanks
you
to
go.
the
We like to
dumpsters and abandoned buildings in St. Petersburg that we get access to.
There's a lot of
occasionally.
repurposing that goes on.
Yeah.
Right.
In fact, last weekend we were at a condemned resort that shall remain nameless, but we were
Right.
able to get lots of fun props from there
Oh,
Okay.
wow.
that will be decorating our Cannibal Redneck house this year. So the theme this year, might as well get into that, is the called Rites of Passage.
Oh, cool.
We have our snake worshipping cannibal redneck clan, the Blackwater clan, which those of you from the Tampa Bay area know Blackwater River. Not many know about the Blackwater clan, that of just some Yeah, they're about as inbred as you can get up there. So we're
we like
using
to refer to them as a closed sect.
close it. It will be them versus our long running voodoo worshiper Swampwater Maggie, who's another semi-local legend from the Dunedin area.
Right.
We like to base all our stuff on local legends and lore.
Well, most of our stuff.
Most of our stuff. But then, and then, so it'll be the war between the voodoo and the
Hillbilly.
and the hillbillies. So we'll see what happens there.
Yeah, speaking of that, I was watching a movie the other night called Wrong Turn. You guys remember
Oh,
that?
classic.
Oh, wow.
Classic.
That's a
That's
beautiful
one of my favorites.
The Eli Roth.
Yeah, Hellview is
business.
kind of the wrong turn this year.
There you go. 'Cause
That's what we were inspired by, movies like that.
That's what it made me think of.
Yep,
It made
exactly.
me think of The Wrong Turn.
We're kind of going for. There was an old X-Files episode called Home.
Home.
It was one of the ones that was never rebroadcast because it was just a little too twisted and
was
demented.
tough.
And we kind of were inspired by that. Wrong Turn, other classics, a little bit of Deliverance.
The Australian movie Wolf Creek.
Wolf Creek, yes. A little bit of all that. So.
Yeah, let True put on her mask because she's got a mask.
Yeah.
Nobody's
This is-
seen it yet.
Yeah, this is a little preview of this year.
Yeah.
The girls of the Blackwater clan tend to be a bit recruited into the cult a little bit.
Crudely.
Yeah, a little.
Yeah,
It's
there
a
you go.
fertility cult. So
There you go.
So
Yeah.
there we are.
That's
a
is
little
that a
preview
handmade?
of
That's
next
a
year.
handmade mask.
That is it's made out of bandages and latex.
Oh,
so
wow.
It's a new form of masking that is just remarkable and completely doable, and we fell in love with it.
Yeah, fell in love with that.
Yeah, it looks interesting.
She will be in the children's
pretty
room.
interesting, yeah.
True has been in the children's room a few years, 2 years now for us. And
So what's
she
your
does a
daughter
wonderful
going to
job.
be this year?
I am going to be something different, not this. If anyone is familiar with creepypastas, I'm going to be Jeff the Killer. That's going to be
Jeff the
fun.
Killer?
Yep, he's one of the more popular creepypastas. If you start with creepypastas, you basically start with Jeff.
Wow.
And that's our finale area is going to be the proper. We're for the first time ever. The cemetery is usually out front. It's just
Right.
usually a display.
That's right.
For our first year ever, we're actually building a finale area out front that will be hidden behind our facade, and it will be a wonderful trip through Hellview Cemetery's graves, and we have a little bit of everything in there for you. So it's kind of a gauntlet at the end.
So it's
I'm
going
sure
to
you'll
be kind
enjoy
of.
it.
It's going to be kind of new.
Yeah,
It
this
sounds
is
like a
our
new
biggest
thing.
we've ever done. We've
We've completely flipped the
we
house.
flipped the haunt, which is
Hopefully people
we-
won't be running into the wrong door this time.
but we normally have the mausoleum on the left, and you walk through that, and that's our gateway into Hellview.
Oh, cool.
And every year, that's been the same place for years. Now we're sending you the other way, so gonna throw it around a little bit.
There you
so.
go. Well, I know you want to say hello to some of the other people that are on your show because they're probably that
Oh,
are
my
doing
gosh.
the thing because they're probably watching.
Yeah,
So
we could have brought a whole cast of 30
Yeah.
tonight. I know Zachary Lawrence and Malachi were a little disappointed that they couldn't join us tonight. They were, but we also have
Michelle Brooks, who's our casting director this year. That's something new. She's done a spectacular job of wrangling incredible cast, and she is doing the most amazing job. And I want to personally thank her like this because she is doing a great job.
we've grown leaps and bounds, and without her, we couldn't have done it this year.
Yeah.
We've also got Jim McRae is doing our facade.
Wow.
He used to run the No Remorse Cemetery, which is this beautiful castle right down the street from us, and has been a longtime friend of the haunt. And he's actually joined forces with us this year. So
That's cool.
That's
Yay.
incredible.
Yeah.
We've got Nick Tenorello, who's our lead construction guy. He's also one of our werewolves,
Yep.
and we've got Matt.
He's our biggest draw of the Twilight fans.
Yeah,
Yeah.
the Twilight fans didn't like him. He's a pretty boy.
Yeah.
His-
Nick is a looker.
But sadly, girls, he's taken his wonderful girl, Madison Meeks. She plays our Swampwater Maggie that we mentioned
Yeah.
earlier.
Oh, there you go.
She's awesome.
She's quite awesome. We've got oh my gosh, so many. John Keys is going to be
He's one of our
one of
featured
the Ezekiel Blackwater of the Blackwater clan. And he is one of the
He's the preacher.
he's the preacher man.
Wow.
We've got
My friend Trevor Kneecaps.
Trevor,
he's
who's,
awesome.
Trevor
He is-
Kaufman has been Kneecaps the Clown for many years. So those of you who have been terrified of that big clown with the hammer, that was
That's
Trevor.
him.
That's Trevor.
He is-
This year he
he's
is
so
going
awesome.
to be one of the scarecrows out in our corn maze. We actually have a corn maze.
He was at the Pinellas Con.
He was at the
Yes,
Pinellas
he
was.
Con.
Yeah, 'cause I met
Yes,
him,
creepy,
yeah. He
crazy,
was-
He was
wonderful
talking to
kid.
Mr. Westerfield.
Yes. Oh, hey, there
That's
you go.
right.
Can't go wrong with Robert.
That's right.
What's amazing about Trevor is the fact that how we've seen him blossom as not only a young man, but he was so shy at his audition. We coaxed him through it, and all of a sudden he came up with kneecaps. It was like a zipper opened up inside of him, and out came kneecaps. And then all of a sudden his crafting ability for building his costumes came out, and now he's doing the scarecrow. He has blossomed as an actor. That's just amazing.
good.
So
One-
we're very
one of-
proud of
Also
him.
one
One
of
of
my
our-
awesome friends.
One of our others is Tony Bacchus. He's a comedian, Tony B, locally. He's been with us for years. Nicest guy on the planet. Terrifies everybody in the hunt. He was Giggles the Clown this year. He's going to be our Baron Samdi, Papa Voodoo,
Oh, wow.
and for the Voodoo area.
Our-
Oh man, is he intimidating!
Our,
That's cool.
our endings the past couple of years would not have been as terrifying as it was without those
Yeah,
two.
yep, definitely.
Especially Tony.
We do have to shout out to a couple people.
Yep.
Dale Aiden, who's
Yeah.
been there every single build.
all the way from the beginning.
Yep.
Wow.
He is our swing.
Yeah, he goes where we need him, and we put him in whatever.
Or as we affectionately call him, our cabin boy.
Yeah. We also have Amanda Warrant, who's our wonderful security lead. She's also one of our builders. She's just incredible. And oh man, there's just so many we could list for days.
Yeah.
Just
It's okay. It's all right. We got a little time here.
we got
You know.
one of our cast members over the years has been the great Ronnie Riles.
Yeah.
She does Madame Orr. Who
Did.
we had Madame Orr's Bordello in our haunt for many years, and she's a local legend. If anybody knows about Madame Orr's Boathouse, it was a infamous bordello back in the 1800s. So we had our own Madame Orr, and she last year had a baby, so
Had a
she
baby.
couldn't join us last year. So for a couple years, we've had this sort of power vacuum since she's not there, and we've been playing up that story. But she may be back for a little bit this year, making a couple little surprise cameos.
Yay!
And then to photograph it all, we have the wonderful Susan Black of
Black-Eyed
Black-Eyed
Susan.
Susan Photography. She comes out every year and does those amazing photos. She's won, I don't know how many awards just from
Every
photos
year.
from us. Every year she's won
Every
an
year.
award from a photo from Hellview.
Yep.
Cool. Cool.
And she's amazing. But it just goes on and on. There's so many.
Oh, and the Ghostbusters, they come out every
Oh
year.
god,
to
the
play.
Ghostbusters.
We have a lot of the fan groups come out. We have the 501st came out a couple
Love
times.
The 501st.
They come out. It's awesome. They're stormtroopers, and they come out and they go through the haunt in the
And-
stormtrooper gear, and then they take off their helmets in the back, and they come back out, and they're all zombified.
Oh,
so they become
wow.
zombie stormtroopers as they come out, like
That's
they've been
cool.
caught.
That's
Yeah, the Hellview got them.
That's
We have
They're so cool about it.
the Tampa Bay Ghostbusters come out on Halloween night,
Yep.
checking our haunting permits.
Good friends of mine.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Patrick Creel and his crew. They
Usually
are
one of our last
they are
groups.
amazing.
Yeah.
We have the other Ghostbusters, the Suncoast Ghostbusters, come out on other nights and have fun too.
Yep.
We do, we try to invite any of the fan groups. We had the Superhero Alliance one year. They came out as zombie superheroes.
Hey,
That
we
was
had the-
so
we
cool.
Had we had the roller derby girls too.
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
the Deadly Rival Roller Derby. They came
Wow.
out.
Well,
one
that's because
year.
we came to their thing one year.
Yeah, we
and
they had a Halloween event. We went to theirs, so they came to us and they had a blast. So
we were gonna have the Red Bull truck, but then they came on one of the nights that we weren't operating. you were not there for that. It was me.
It was a social faux
It was,
pas.
it was
Yeah.
me, Krieger, Tristan, Ray, and like a couple others, and we were just hanging out at the house, and this Red Bull truck pulls up, and we're just like, "What is this?"
Well, we have to shout out to, speaking, you just mentioned Tristan and Abby Winter. They are
Yeah.
Oh God.
a family from another family. They're basically they're Hellview by blood almost.
Oh, there you go.
They've just been wonderful with the haunt. They're just a lot of fun.
What we'll do too, as we get closer to Halloween, I
Okay.
know you guys.
So soon.
Yeah, you guys. I know you guys start. What's the date? You guys are starting up.
We will announce here
Yep.
that we have a special date for internet people. We are doing October 18th as our soft open, which will
you
be
go.
a special night. It'll only be on the website and mentioned here, and a few other places like our Twitter and our Facebook page.
Or Instagram.
And Instagram, a few others, but we're not going to advertise it with the press, and it's
Right.
not going to be in any of
Oh,
the
yeah.
papers or any of the things like that.
Hopefully.
So hopefully word doesn't get out too much
It's
about it.
basically for our internet people who have been following us, who have supported us, who have cheered us on in the sidelines.
So we'll be
to come
doing
on out.
that Saturday night, the 18th, 7 to 10 p.m. full run.
Awesome.
But it will be a soft open, so we'll be testing effects and other stuff like that. The following weekend is our full run, the 24th, the 25th, and the 26th of October. We'll be doing from 7 to 10 p.m.
Nice.
The line closes at 9:30. We're in a neighborhood, so we have to
Right.
shut down
That's
a little
right.
early.
That's right.
Yeah.
And then we'll of course be doing Halloween night on the
course.
31st. And for the first time ever, November 1st.
November
We're going to
1st.
stay open an extra night.
Okay.
And that night, things are going to be a little different.
Uh-huh.
The lights are going to be a little darker.
Ah.
The sound will be a little louder.
I see.
And there'll
Monsters
some-
gonna be a little
monsters
demeaner.
will be a little more tense.
Jay.
One of the things we do normally is, since we're for a children's charity usually,
Right.
we offer what we call Scooby-Doo tours, which lets the parents bring the littler kids an hour early. You know, that first hour, 7 to 8.
Right.
It's usually not that dark yet. We're still just getting into the swing of things. They can bring their children out, and the kids have a glowing staff we give them, and they're told to shout Scooby-Doo at the monsters, and the monsters don't jump at them.
Aha.
That way they can still see the creepy stuff without getting too scared.
Sure.
And it's just a fun offering for parents if you're looking for a free thing for your kids. Hey, there you go, Scooby-Doo tour. Introduce them to Halloween the fun way.
Yeah.
99% of the time, the kids want to go back through without
Without it.
Wow.
because they just
Yeah.
have so much fun.
Wow.
And they're like, I'm a big kid now. I want to go through again. What was the name of the little girl?
Oh, we had a little girl named Layla, and Layla was, at the wizened old age of 3.5, going on 4,
Right.
and just knee high to a grasshopper. And the first time she went through, she was a little unsure, but she came out of there, and she drug her parents through 3 more times. She's like, no more.
She wanted to
Scooby-Doo."
go on her own.
Yeah.
She wanted to go on her own. And we're like, I don't know about that.
That's
I've
cool.
never seen such hunt enthusiasm from
Right.
such a small baby.
Now there are several other haunts in the area, and we team up with Tampa Bay Haunts
Yes.
with Susie Richards is awesome. She organized that,
Yep.
and it's a bunch of the local haunts get together and work with her to promote the area because we have several haunts in the area that are a lot of fun. We are the only one that is handicap accessible, although it is on ground, so it is dirt
Right.
and stuff. So you just beware of that. But we
Right.
do the 42-inch hallways. We follow fire code. We do a lot of things. Some of the other haunts, are just
It's a little rough.
It's a little rough, but they do what they since it's decoration, it's kind of a gray area.
Right.
So some of them, we like to be safe because we want to build for code because someday we'd like to have our own place and
That'd be
do
nice.
it properly.
That'd
My
be nice.
backyard
And the last
has
thing we
paid the
wanted-
price.
It springs back every year.
Yep.
Yeah,
Yeah.
and like I said, the best thing to do is stay on friendly terms with your code and your city people
Oh, yes.
because they do remember.
Oh yeah.
We've had city council come a few times. It was amazing. One year we're running the haunt and suddenly this flatbed truck pulls up with a bunch of hay bales.
Wow.
And all these people sitting on hay bales. I'm like, what is this? And they come up and they're like, oh, we're the city council and our family. We want to come through your haunt. And I'm like,
VIPs.
please.
That's
Enjoy.
cool. That's cool.
So that's always nice.
Yeah.
Yeah, we do. It's a good show. We think you'll all enjoy it.
And you got somebody that I've known for a while joining you this year, Bridget.
Oh yes.
Can't forget her.
I can't forget her. I can't
Yeah.
forget Bridget. And we have a Shell, whose name I cannot pronounce, is helping out with the costumes this year. I'm sorry, Shell, if you have this crazy last name, I can't remember it. And then we've got True there helping out with makeup, and Nicole Howarth, and hopefully her the whole Howarth clan will help out this year. They
Yeah.
are
Yeah.
amazing group of people.
So, what character is Bridget playing this year?
Oh, I'm trying to
Guys
remember.
know?
Oh, she's gonna kill me now.
Oh,
You're gonna have to
she's-
break out the Word doc. on
I
this
could
one.
I could pull out the. We've got a cast document that has all of our cast. It's super secret, but if you're a member of Hellview, you can have access to it. Which we are still taking volunteers. As much as we do have an amazing cast,
Yeah.
we always need more.
Yeah.
Have
There's
you guys ever had a day like that? Had a training?
we've had
We've
a
had
couple.
building days like that.
We remember Hurricane Sandy.
Yes.
Yes.
Oh yeah.
It did not hit us directly, but it did. We did have weather affected patterns, and it never got torrential rain.
I see.
But we did have rain. We have had extreme heat,
Wow.
which
Way too
passed,
much.
which passed somebody out,
Mhm.
and we've had extreme cold.
Yeah.
That was fun.
Well, at least
that
it's
was
at
the best.
night. you
Yeah,
know?
that's the nice thing.
So
It's
it
at
ain't
night.
too bad.
Storms are usually unusual for us at night in Florida.
Right.
You know, that time of year.
Right.
But for Hurricane Sandy,
Hurricane Sandy, we actually did a fundraiser for that one as well, because when it hit, the people up in New York are really not prepped for hurricane weather, and they,
Right.
where we're here, we're like Category 1, psh, we're going to work, bye.
Yeah.
Up there, it devastated that whole coast,
Wow.
and most of us have connections, and I have family there, so the Rocky Point Ambulance Corps was housing people, and they were getting no help, and so we took that entire night's proceeds and gave it to Rocky, the ambulance corps, and they said, "Look, here's this little local haunt from Florida. They can give us $800.
Wow.
Can you help?" And that spurred on others to help.
yeah, that whole city
That
rallied
whole
around
city
it. It was
around,
awesome.
around that. So that was
Wow.
an amazing thing, and that's when I was like, I love what we do.
Yeah.
I love it. This
It's
is
beautiful.
great.
It's great.
Yeah.
Yeah, for the kids, it's it's for a very good cause.
Oh yeah, and that's
So-
what we said. We've we had a few people last year who wanted, and we're like, oh well, we don't give to children's charities, we only give to
Animal
animals
charities.
And then we had another person, well, I only give to local charities. So that's why this year we've decided
Well, let's
we're
let
gonna
them
have
choose who they want to give.
whatever you want to give to. We're just here to help. We're just help to facilitate it.
And
so.
how I generally am the business manager that sit out front and talk to the people and take to the donations.
Right.
I'm going to have literally, there's going to be jars that are going to be labeled for the charity that they want.
Uh-huh.
We'll put them in there, and we're going to give them a card that has information about their charity,
It's a
that
good
has their
idea.
tax information.
Yeah.
Say, here you go. This is who you just gave to.
That's
Yeah.
a good idea.
And then at the end of the run,
Yeah.
we'll tally it up, and we'll go, here's
Yeah.
your money. Here.
There you
Yeah.
So
Yeah, in years past, all we ever kept was enough to pay the electric bill for 1 month. Because it's
it's
pretty
it's
impressive.
brutal.
I can believe it.
we have
I
digital
can believe it.
projections,
Yeah.
fog machines.
Yeah.
It's all hooked up to our house.
Yeah, all wired into various places in the house,
Yeah.
and it's all on a safety switch, so we can turn on the house lights if
Wow.
emergency happens. So,
Yeah.
Yeah.
Definitely.
so if you're ever through the haunt and you see a big bright white light, it's time to go.
Yeah.
But thankfully, we haven't had that issue.
Yeah, we have Dave Digger here tonight from
I see
Sunnyside Cemetery.
Yeah, Dave is a wonderful friend of Hellview. So
Yeah, there you go.
He
He
moonlights.
may stop by this year. So,
That's true.
to
That's
see
true.
it,
Hey,
you
he
know.
can moonlight all he likes.
There you go.
Come on over.
Exactly.
Let's see. There was something else.
Yeah, you gotta just
We'll
anything
ramble.
You can remember.
We can
about.
ramble. We can
Ramble
ramble
is
for
good.
days.
This is your
That
show. You
seems-
can do whatever you want.
That seems to be a specialty of our family. We can ramble for like days on end.
That is true. That is true. Let's see. Other big things about Hellview this year. Parking has
Yes.
always been an issue.
Hey.
We're in a
Yeah.
neighborhood,
Yeah,
so it's
that's
a little
right.
tricky.
That's right.
Wonderfully, the Valvoline on the corner of 4th Street and 49th Avenue, which is literally a block away from us,
It is.
has graciously offered to open up their parking for us.
Right across from the Red Mesa.
Right next to Red Mesa. There's
Okay.
a huge parking lot. We will have a sign for it saying Hellview Parking.
Hopefully the Red Mesa won't.
Yeah, and that'll be awesome. And hopefully Red Mesa will be participating this year as well. They are a wonderful restaurant right there. Our address, we're 510 49th Avenue North, St. Petersburg, Florida. We're just a few minutes from downtown, a few minutes from the interstate. If you're driving down 4th Street, you see the Red Mesa. We're about a block away from that.
I'll have it down there too after I.
That's
put this
wonderful,
together.
wonderful.
Excellent.
Hellview.net is our
Hellview.net.
website. It has all the character bios. You can read the creepy stories about all the characters, like who's jumping out at you.
Yep.
You want to know?
Cool.
There's a picture of them in the character section and a story if you click on the picture. So
Usually written by the person that plays that character.
sometimes by the character. You know, they're
That-
all tied a little to St. Pete history and lore. So
That's one of the things that we, since the beginning, we've wanted our people who are acting in this to create their characters, to be their characters. We want them to breathe life into them.
Oh, there you go.
So when we created the caretaker, when we created, I have a character named Celine. It was from our passion and from our hearts. Now
There
I
you go.
don't get to play Celine that often because I do the business end.
Right.
But it was just from pure passion, and that's how Trevor and Zach and everybody has.
both my daughters, Beth created the fangirl.
I threw this costume together literally about 5 minutes before we opened as an actual haunt.
That was one of the first walkthroughs. And then-
You were yelling at me to get on a costume, and I was just like, "What do I do?" So I threw on my Freddy and my Jason costumes at the same time. It was just like perfect.
Yep.
you go.
And
And she's
then
like,
thus
"I'm
the
fangirl."
fangirl was born, and then
Right.
within days she had the story up on the website.
And the
Does-
youngest,
Does
Callie,
Hellview Cemetery have internet connection over there?
Oh yeah, we have pretty good Wi-Fi there.
Yeah,
It's,
that's
the
good.
zombies demand it. If
That's
I don't
good.
have that, and they don't get to watch their Walking Dead, and they go, "Hey, there's Bob. Bob's in the scene."
If you guys are open on a Friday night, we might be able to do a live show there.
Oh, we'd love to do that.
That'd be
We'd love to do
awesome,
that.
yeah.
That'd be fantastic.
Yeah.
Yeah, there's a secret. If you drive by our haunt, which is already starting to go up, people drive by and go, "Oh, hey, it's time."
That's like my favorite thing about building the haunt is like we always like start putting the facade up like right around the beginning of the school year. So whenever Callie goes and makes new friends, they're gonna be looking for the big castle-looking house. But then when we tear it all down, it's just this tiny little white house.
Oh, no.
And
And
there's
people they're driving right past, going, "I know it was on this street somewhere."
Yeah.
But yeah,
Yeah.
Callie, my youngest daughter, who couldn't be here tonight, she made a character, little Emily, and it was just this creepy little, the typical creepy little girl.
Wow.
And she's played that for many years.
Little Emily's grown up.
Yeah, little Emily's grown up, but she's still just little Emily. But she wrote a poem for her character, and all that's on the website back when she was 6 or 7, and it's just
when we like first were
it
doing
was
this.
it's incredible. It's still chill, gives me the chills. So and
It scared me when I first read it.
When that's when she met Bill Heineman.
yeah, she built
Uncle
Bill
Bill.
Heinzman, the old
Heinzman,
original,
yep.
the late great original zombie
Yeah, I've
from
met Bill
Walking Dead.
Heinzman a couple of times.
Yeah.
He's a wonderful guy,
Yeah.
and she came out to Spooky Empire
Yeah, as
her zombie
Emily.
character, and
Wow.
she became fast friends with him
It was
and
Uncle Bill.
Addie Miller, who's
From
the was
Little Girl
the
Zombie.
the little girl zombie from the first episode of Walking Dead, the big iconic with
Right.
the mouth busted, carrying the little tiger. Great little actress. Her and Callie hit it off. They became fast friends.
They're still
She's
Facebook
coming back to
friends.
Fanboy Expo next month.
Oh, that's
so.
cool.
So
Now, did I meet your other sister, or was it you at the Pinellas Con?
probably both of them.
It was
Oh.
probably both of us, but
Oh.
Callie was wearing like her normal stuff, and I was, of course, dressed as my version of the Riddler.
Oh, okay, yeah. So
But
I
I-
remember the Riddler.
Yeah.
Yep,
Right.
that'd be me.
Yeah, and let's see. Yeah, we do a lot of the local cons, a lot of local events. We try to,
I
you
do
know,
a ton of
again,
cons.
it's how we meet. Half our volunteers
Right.
are all, you know,
Definitely.
We even did a parade once.
yeah, we did
Oh,
the St.
wow.
Pete
That was
Night
fun.
Parade.
That's cool.
That was a lot of fun. We had a hearse that we had borrowed from a friend.
That's nice.
Decorated up nicely, and it was so funny because it's middle of March, and here's all these Halloween monsters marching down the road. We had Jim McRae on his stilts. He's an incredible stilt walker,
We had
and
this
and
guy
then we had
who
the
had-
Ghostbusters behind us,
Oh, there
keeping
you
us
go.
corralled. So-
There was this guy, whoever was our werewolf at the time. He
Oh,
had this brilliant
Devin.
idea of having this camel pack with ice in it. And we were in front of the Remax people who had this hot air balloon thingy.
Oh yes.
And right as we got past the trees, they started blowing the fire, and all of us were starting to feel the heat, except for this guy.
Yeah.
And he was just sipping on the camel pack in the werewolf
Yeah,
costume.
that's when we go, make a note, camelbacks.
Yeah, and again, and then after that, every one of our werewolves had a camelback every year.
Yeah.
So,
Yep.
Wow.
but
Incredible.
yeah, we try to it all comes about
Wait,
like that.
If somebody asked us as Hellview Cemetery, would you come out and do this? It's like 9 times out of 10, we're pretty game to do it.
Yeah. Yep. And like I said, we team up with the fan groups and all that. That's where we get half our volunteers were former 501st and or current 501st, and
Yeah.
some are
We do-
Renaissance Festival actors and actresses. Bridget.
And I know
friend
Scott
Fallon.
Will too, the guy that's on the 501st. That's the head of the guy.
Oh yeah,
Yeah,
Yep.
Will Scott, I think, right?
Yeah, I
Scott
think
Will,
so.
or-
I think so. Yeah,
He's
it's
got
'cause
two
it's-
first
I
names.
know there's another Brian who does Vader occasionally.
Darth Vader,
Yeah,
yes.
and
Yes.
he's been out a few times. They're
That's
just
cool.
wonderful people. So
Yeah.
Harrison from Heroes Alliance came out
Yeah.
one year. He does.
Yeah, I
this-
know me and his
God.
dad are very good friends.
Oh,
It's
yes.
Jack.
Yeah.
Jack
Oh,
Bean.
okay. Yeah, Bean. Yeah, Harrison
Yeah.
Bean. Yeah. He used to come out occasionally. And all
He's
that
the
stuff.
reason I had Genesis. I did that for him.
Oh,
Yeah,
wonderful.
Yeah, me and Jack go way back.
That's awesome.
Radio Shack.
I-
Years.
Genesis was
Years.
fun. Sammy
Sammy.
Veneman, yeah, she
Yeah.
played your security officer.
Yep,
she was.
she did.
She worked at the movie stop across the parking lot
That's
from me,
right.
so it was
That's
awesome.
right.
I keep on running into Harrison like every con I go to.
I'm sure because he's king of the con.
Yeah,
That's
so when
right.
it comes to personal appearances like that, yeah, we're pretty game on that.
We're everywhere.
We've
We're hard to
done-
avoid. That's
Yeah,
the
we're hard to
problem.
avoid.
Yeah.
But we've also done talks on makeup and hot building.
Yeah, we've done panels at Necronomicon and MetroCon and.
No, I think I met you
ShadowCon.
first time when you came and you seen Sammy at that con. Remember?
Yes, yeah,
And
that's-
yeah, you
that was
bought
when
a
I
couple of
introduced
her
myself
pictures.
finally. Yep.
That's right.
Heck
That's
yeah, I
right.
had to have a picture of Sammy.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was when we first met.
That's
And,
right, exactly.
Yeah, like I said, it's a small world in St. Pete, though.
It
It's
is.
funny because
Very small world.
everybody knows everybody, and
Yep.
it's funny because so many come to my my day job, which is a video game retailer that
Yep.
shall remain nameless. But I get they all come. I've worked at pretty much every video game retail store in the area at one point or another, and so they all go, "I know you from somewhere." But then but that's when I'm in my Clark Kent outfit. I got the glasses and
He's got the glasses on.
the glasses on, and nobody, and it
And
works.
he's
How
got
does
the
it
curl
work?
going on.
I don't know, but it does.
That's
Yeah.
right.
You got the
That's
curl
right.
going on too.
Yeah,
There's
you
always
have
that.
the little curl down the middle.
So you wanna tell people your spiel at the door?
Oh, I can do that.
Yeah,
I'll give you a
go
little
ahead.
taste of Hellview.
Yeah, go ahead.
Because that's what I'm known for. And even Bay News 9 last year came out and were like,
That was fun.
"You got to do the spiel." Of course, they didn't use it, but they made me do it. So, all right, it's all right. Let me.
Nummy.
Welcome to Hellview Cemetery. Let's see. What shall I tell them? Oh yes. Well, we have rules. Do you know the rules? First rule: don't touch us. We don't touch you. And the second rule: don't smoke, and we won't light you on fire. Follow those rules, and you'll be fine.
I love that.
And then I go, "How many for dinner this evening?" We have a wonderful experience waiting for you inside. Welcome to Hellview Cemetery, and we'll see you on the other side.
There you go.
And that's, that's the taste of it.
You
So
still need to mention the no flash photography and no stopping to take pictures. That'd be nice.
we will have a photography night. We do have a photography night where you can come and take pictures, but we do have. Never fails, as in any successful venture. You always have those that want to take photos, and you have those that
one of the
get a
things-
little unruly, and then you have that. But that's why we have security, and
One of the
they
things
take
we're
care
going
of
to try
that.
to do also on the very special night is going to have a photo op.
Oh yes.
Yes.
We're gonna have the last night. That that November 1st night. We're gonna have photo ops for the evening, where you can go in and get a photo op with your favorite person in their favorite room. So
Nice.
So we'll have a sign up on the hellview.net.
Cool.
Probably on the Facebook page as well, which just follow Hellview Cemetery.
That'd be interesting.
We're
looking at the
Hellview
tally of
Sim
pictures.
at on Twitter, and Stella has an Instagram.
Stella has an Instagram. It's on Lady S. Van Helsing, which is mine. And you will see Stella there. And
A lot.
Stella has a huge fan base.
Ah.
She's a celebrity magnet.
Yeah,
so.
Sally designed her, and then the artist Asia.
Asia Erickson is the artist for Werepups. And I designed her to look half human, half Alaskan Timberwolf. And that she does.
Oh yeah.
And so I can move her around a little bit, and she looks like a real baby.
Oh yeah, definitely.
And
So.
boy, does she get the reaction. We
Yeah.
were at Midwest Haunters Con in Ohio.
A professional con.
Yeah, this is all professional haunters and all that.
Well, this is their industry.
Yeah, we had been invited to come up and enjoy the show.
Nice.
Next year, they're having us possibly speak there, so that'll be
fun.
interesting. Talking to industry professionals about how to run a successful charity haunt.
Right.
You guys can do that while I save up money for my own cons.
There you go. But they, $1,000 props, $10,000 props, $100,000 props, just
astounding.
crazy stuff. And everybody's looking at that, and then they stop and stare at the werepup.
Yep.
So, and they all go, "Oh my gosh!"
Because when you look at her, you don't know whether to be grossed out or just go, "Aw."
Most of the time, it's the second reaction.
And then, of course, everybody's like, "Is that real?"
And I go,
"Yeah,
and
if you can touch it,
of
yeah, it's
course,
real."
My 5-year-old niece so soundly put it when we were at a Renaissance festival, and everybody's like asking, "Is that real? Is that real?" And in this little wizened voice, she goes, "Of course Stella's real. She's just not alive." And so it's like,
there we go.
Out of the mouth of babes.
Exactly.
That's
exactly.
Good. That's cool.
And of course, sees that she is the size of a real baby, she can wear all different kinds of clothes, and so her wardrobe changes. Whether she's in costume for the haunt, which she wears as a Victorian baby dress, and if she's out just pimping the haunt, she wears her Hellview Cemetery.
So that's the way everybody
So-
takes their photo with Stella. We got free advertising out of it.
Some people call it guerrilla marketing. I call it werewolf marketing.
There you go.
And then she has wonderfully for Halloween night she has her little lamb costume. So
Yeah,
she's a
she
wolf in
has-
she's clothing.
She's
so.
a wolf in sheep's clothing this year.
She has an older brother Silas who's awesome.
Yes.
You can see some photos of him on Hellview.
He's pretty cool.
He
he's got his own fan base too.
Yep.
Silas has got his own fan base. He's about 3 foot long, and a wonderful prop made by a wonderful prop maker, the Horror Dome. And I'm a werewolf fanatic, so I got to put it in the haunt.
Right.
So let's try this. And so
Right.
we did this, and we started doing talks with him. And yeah,
He draws the attention to it. And it was so funny because we got him and one of the big ones, who shall remain nameless, who comes to visit us every year. We have visitors from the two big shows, the one in
we'll call
Tampa.
professional haunts.
Right.
Yeah, the one in Tampa and the one in Orlando.
Right.
They do these nights.
Right.
Right. And then they may howl and scream.
And so,
But they
But
some
they're
of their
close by.
but their creative directors have all visited our haunt.
Oh, I can imagine.
Over the years, they all come every year. And
That's why it's surprising whenever we go
and,
to see them and they have similar items.
well, that's just it. With the one year we had Silas,
The first year.
they were just thrilled with him. They came by and they played with him at the
They took
finale.
pictures.
Took pictures and all that. And suddenly we go the next year and there's a pack of them. They've got like
No
6
way.
guys
There's a
holding
whole
the
pack of them.
exact same
Wow.
And then
prop.
also there was like, wait, this mausoleum looks dangerously
Familiar,
familiar.
and sure enough, it's
These-
it looks
these
like an
masks.
exact copy of ours.
These masks look so similar.
Yeah, it's just funny because it is kind of a small industry.
Right.
Especially in Florida.
I will say this: I've seen the Christmas people get crazy, like, oh my gosh, you can't see my secret thing, or you can't do this, and they're all like butting heads with each other, and then in the
there's the
haunt
Halloween.
community, we're all
Guys, look at this! Guys, look at this!
yeah, it's like, and it's just everybody's just so nice to everybody, and you go up and you talk to the biggest Halloween guy in the world. There's a few of them: Leonard Pickle, Ben Armstrong from Netherworld, Larry Kirchner out in St. Louis from The Beast and stuff. They're all these great guys, and you talk to them, and they tell you, every little secret, anything
Yeah,
they want
they're
you
like,
want to know.
Come on, take
and,
a look. Look, do you want to learn how to do this? Look.
Yeah.
Come. Everybody's about sharing.
And the same with the locals. It's like, here's this, here's that. Of course, you get the occasional group that butts heads, but
Right.
again, Tampa Bay Haunts is really nice. Everybody's just wonderful
Yeah.
in it, and we love them all.
That's cool.
Yeah, we try to remain friends with all of our local haunts because we're in the same
I mean,
boat.
there's Chamber of Terror over in Tampa, although I think they're skipping this year.
I think they're skipping this year.
There's the Radley Haunted House, which is not too far from us. Amazing show.
We always manage to create me the
Cody
heck
Meacham
out.
does that. It's beautiful show. A little bit smaller than ours, but it's beautiful.
And we're also making friends now with the zombie run in Lakeland.
Yeah, the zombie run Lakeland. Amy, who runs Newton's Haunts, is awesome. There's a couple haunts out Gulfport area. Then Angela's house up in Hudson's probably about the northernmost that we kind of deal with.
Yeah.
And then we've got
It's the fleas.
it's just they're all just, if you really want to have some fun
That's
this
cool.
Halloween,
Just
Tampa
wash
Bay
them out.
Local Haunts, or TampaBayHaunts.com, or the Facebook page anyway. Find them, and then they'll direct you to the right places.
Cool.
Go to our website. We link to everybody as well, and we'd love to see you all this Halloween.
Yeah, we're gonna have you guys on again probably next month, as we get closer.
Oh, love
and then
that.
you can bring another.
We'll bring a
batch.
few more creeps this
Yeah,
time.
you can
Yay.
bring another
Next time.
batch of creeps. you know?
Although True will definitely be coming. Keep it down, True. You're talking
Yeah.
too much.
I'm sorry about True's loudness. She is really out of control, so
That's
we
okay.
apologize.
It's
She's normally
okay.
really quiet, but today she just seems to be talking a lot.
It's all right. Anybody else you want to shout out to before we go?
Just
I-
oh, go ahead.
I want to shout out to my friend Krieger, who, you know,
Forgot all about
he's
Robert.
been so awesome since day one, just doing amazing makeup, acts really well too.
His name's not Freddie Krieger, is it?
No.
It's, Robert
His-
Ryder. He's
Robert.
an awesome,
Robert Wright.
You
I
know Robert.
Yeah,
You know Robert.
but-
He's a good guy.
But all
Yeah.
my friends call him Dr. Krieger's, and
Ah.
that's eventually become his nickname.
Let's see. There's a
Speaking of which, the real Freddy Krueger, Robert Englund, is a fan of Stella's.
He liked the page.
He's on an Instagram.
We've got the pics to prove it.
Wow.
Yeah.
Let's see.
There's a long story. If it wasn't for Robert Englund, honestly, she wouldn't be here.
Oh wow.
There's a long story about that, and I would love to tell it.
so next time.
So
Next
Next time.
Next time.
Next time.
Sure.
Well, thank you guys so much for having us.
Well, we thank you. You know, and my house is your house. You know?
It kind of does look like it a little bit. So.
Yeah.
It
I
feels,
was gonna
it
say,
feels
this
like
kind
a.
of looks familiar.
Yeah,
Feels-
and it was
feels
nice
like a
being here
Home
live
Alone.
instead of
Yeah.
on the tape delay last time. So
Ooh.
The tape delay.
There was a weird delay, but that's
yeah,
okay.
it's Hellview, you know.
Yes,
Gremlins.
We expect weirdness in Gremlins.
Yeah.
There's a little delay too. You know, maybe
Sorry
just a
about that.
couple of seconds, but it's not too bad.
No, we
But-
love being here, and we love your show, and we'll be
Yeah.
happy to come back
Any way we
anytime.
can do to
Yep.
support.
Yeah,
we're-
we
we're
love
here
you
for
guys, and like I said, we're going to try to do a live show at Hellview. That would be cool this
we
year.
can try to arrange
Fantastic.
that. So
We can do it.
We can do our
That's
best.
completely
so
doable.
Yeah, as long as we could hook up to the internet, which shouldn't be a problem.
shouldn't be an issue.
And
so.
and we'll have Dave Digger out there.
Oh heck yeah!
Awesome.
Yeah, it'll be probably be a Friday night. We'll be out there. You
Wonderful.
guys are open Friday nights.
Yeah,
right?
we're open one Friday, the 24th, and then we'll be open Halloween night.
That's
so.
cool. Then we can interview some people there too. That'd
Oh
be
yeah,
cool.
get to see all the
Absolutely.
madness, see the madness. So
All right.
thank you
So-
all so much for
Yes,
watching.
thank you.
And let's see, do we have anybody else? We've got.
If I don't mention Lisa,
Uh,
I will not be coming back. I will be
That's
put in
true.
the grave.
That's true.
Yeah.
I'm trying to think some of our more recent additions. Elizabeth Abbott is wonderful,
Yeah.
helping out with us.
Stephanie Moffat.
Stephanie Moffat, yes, is.
Oh,
wonderful.
Stephanie's coming.
Yes.
Yeah.
She just had the baby.
Yes,
Yeah,
she did.
yeah, she
so
did.
the baby, yeah, I know
And then,
Mike. I know, see? We
See?
know.
Yeah, it's all the
It's
same.
it's small
Michelle
world.
Pudlack
Yeah.
helps us out with the
She helps
signage,
out with our
and
sign.
she's scared a little bit. Her and her husband have come and scared a few times.
Ah.
Boyfriend.
Oh yeah, that's right, boyfriend. Sorry,
Boyfriend.
sorry,
Wow.
sorry.
Now you're marrying people.
Now I'm marrying
Now
people
he's
up.
marrying people.
Wow,
But
okay.
let's see. There's just so many that we could, like I said, we could go on for days on that.
Yeah.
Just definitely, please come out and
Enjoy.
enjoy.
It's for a good
if you-
cause.
It's all
It
for a
is
good cause.
all- It
If
is
you're
for a good
interested in
cause.
volunteering and being part of the madness, please
Contact
drop us a
you.
line through the Hellview.net website or
Or on
the
Facebook.
Facebook page, and someone will get your information. Even if you can't make all the nights, even just one or two nights, we can. Even if you don't want to scare, we can always use people to help direct traffic to the parking lot
There you
or
go.
to. If security, if you want to help out, just watch. The security job's fun because you just get to walk around behind people and watch them get scared.
That's right.
Yeah, that's
So
That's right.
it's
We also need runners. People a lot of times we might run out of water one night.
There you go.
I'm like, please, we got to keep our actors hydrated. Please,
Yep.
go get some
Yeah,
water.
yeah.
Can you do this?
Yep.
Please.
So any volunteers and any donations of props, makeup, anything you'd like to do, it's all for charity. So we can give you the charity information
There you go.
and please help. So, but anyway, thank you so much
Thank you.
and happy Halloween.
Yeah, well, what we do, let me tell you what we do. We do a trivia question every week.
Oh, yay!
Now, can you guys think of a real good one nobody will guess?
Oh my goodness! What do you
That's-
want? Do you want classic horror? Do
Yeah,
you want,
let's
uh,
do that. Let's do a classic
Oh,
quote.
I got one about Friday the 13th that nobody would get unless
All right.
they paid really good attention to the movies.
All right. Let's try it.
Canonly, for most of Friday the 13th, Crystal Lake has been varying places, but there is canonly in the movies one place where it has actually been. Where is that place?
What state?
Yes,
What state? is
Oh,
Crystal
what
Lake?
state is it in?
What state?
Okay.
Yep.
And you know the answer, so keep it to yourself. And we'll have people get to me and with the answer, and we'll see if it's right.
Yeah, we better
But then
double
they
check
get
that.
but then they get a surprise. But anyways, I want to thank everybody for tuning in to Vater Entertainment Live, and I want you to go this year to Hellview Cemetery. One more time with the address, Mark.
It's 510 49th Avenue North, St. Petersburg, Florida, 33703. Visit us at hellview.net. That's where all the information is. You can get the address, maps, everything, videos. Want to see our Bay News 9 special from last year, a bunch of other stuff.
Yeah.
You can also follow us on Facebook at Hellview Cemetery on Facebook, and Twitter, Hellview Sim. And like I said, the Stella has the Instagram, Lady S. Van Helsing.
Lady S. Van Helsing.
And you can also reach us at 727-525-2139. That's probably the least effective way to get to us, but there's a nice answering machine there that'll take care of anything you might have. So thank you so much.
All right. And we'll see you guys at Hellview Cemetery,
Yep.
right?
That's
And
right.
what date is it again?
October 18th for our internet followers, and then the 24th, the 25th, 26th are our main runs, and then the 31st and the 1st.
There
So
you go.
all of October.
Yep,
So.
and keep your eyes peeled via our Twitter and our Facebook for any upcoming events, like little things that'll pop up. Come
Zombie,
come meet us here.
Zombie
or
Fest in Lakeland.
Zombie
and,
Fest in Lakeland, or what have you.
Possibly
museum.
the St. Petersburg History Museum Ghost Night, Ghost Story Night, lots of other stuff like that.
And just like at Sunnyside, people are dying to get in, right?
Yes, we'll be lurking for you, as Dr. Palmieri used to say.
All right.
But we will see you on the other side.
There you go. Good night, everybody, and thank you for watching Vater Entertainment Live.
TalkQuadStudios.com, broadcasting you to the world.